Good evening, Firing Squad, the Killing Wall, and welcome to the 82nd briefing of the year. Of course, I'm your commander, Baron Voltage. Tonight, you want to know what? Tonight, I had a little bit of difficulty. I legitimately had a bit of fucking difficulty, and it's pissing me off that I had a bit of difficulty. So tonight, we're going to be talking about me having a fucking bit of difficulty. So, first and foremost, let's get all of our freaking ducks in a row. We're going to be going through our standard general orders. General order number one, make sure that you share this out to groups. Make sure you share this out to timelines. Make sure that you get people fucking sick of seeing my face, hearing my voice, wondering what the hell is going on with all this goddamn truth coming out of this guy's mouth. Why the hell is fuck being used like punctuation and a comma? So this way everybody gets a lovely little dose of the rant commander. That's general order number one. General order number two, do not forget we got the Midwest Slaughter Fest that's happening next year. Omaha, Nebraska, August 13th. It's one day, just one fucking day. There's the page. Check up on that page regularly so that this way you get all the announcements of who's going to be there. And in case you haven't fucking bothered to yet, which will piss me the fuck off, it should piss you the fuck off, we got tickets available. So buy that shit now because prices are only going to go up. There's a QR code. Scan that shit. Get your tickets now while you still fucking can. Because guess what, folks? It's only going to be going up in price. Don't miss out. You got more than a year to plan it. Get that shit squared away. That's two. Three, and most importantly, continue to check out all the awesome content we have at Hellfire Media that's on our Twitch channel, that's on our Instagram page, that's on our multiple YouTube channels, that's on our website at www.hellfireradio.com, where you can catch live radio and written reviews on books, movies, games, music. You fucking name it, we fucking cover it. And don't forget to continue to check us out here at Hellfire Media on Facebook. So, tonight I'm having a little bit of fucking difficulty really thinking, really trying to focus. You know what? That shit pisses me off. So you troops are going to help me with it. So who do we got here to help me out? We got Troop Beth, we got Troop Chicken Dons, we got Troop Trina, we got Troop Alex. Hey, how you doing from over in Europe? We got Troop Tyler and Troop Ronald. We've got Spirit, my first sergeant. How you doing? Troop Irish Rose and Troop Mark. You want to know what? I may have a full squad tonight. I may have a small squad tonight, but you know what? I'm happy as fuck to have my squad with me. Troop Page, how you doing? So fucking happy to see you. So tonight, you want to know what? I couldn't fucking decide on what I wanted to rant about. And indecision is actually the fucking subject of tonight. Tonight's briefing, I couldn't fucking decide. Because there's so much other fucking shit that's pissing me the fuck off. And you want to know what? I can legitimately say what the fuck it is that's got me pissed off about it. That's got me really annoyed with indecision. You want to know what the fuck it is? Okay. Mother Nature, again, playing fucking left and right, up and down, center and off center. Okay? She can't fucking decide whether or not she wants it to rain, to wants it to thunder and lightning, to make it cloudy, to make it hot, to make it humid with thunder and lightning, humid with thunder and lightning and rain, humid with thunder and lightning, no rain, humid with just lightning, no thunder, which makes me go, doesn't that fucking violate the laws of physics or something like that? Doesn't know whether or not to just make it hot, doesn't know whether or not to just make it humid, but make it somewhat breezy, to make it windy as fuck. It's starting to piss me the fuck off. The mosquitoes can't decide whether or not to come out or take shelter. And you know what? I like it when they take shelter because I'm getting sick and tired of the dinner bell ringing every single goddamn time that I step outside. This shit pisses me the fuck off. It should piss you the fuck off too. Because every single time that Mother Nature bitch smacks Jersey, it bitch smacks us all. Because only the fucking ballsy have the balls to bitch smack the Garden State. I'm telling you. Okay? So that level of indecision is pissing me off. And you want to know what? General indecision pisses me the fuck off. You notice how in fucking traffic, you got that one asshole in front of you that turns on his blinker for all of like 5 seconds and then turns it off. And then turns it on again. And then turns it off. And then turns it in the other direction. And then turns it off. But then decides to change lanes without fucking choosing it at all. What the flying fuck? Levels of indecision legit cause fucking wars, okay? Do we want to? Do we not want to? Do we want to? Do we not want to? Do we want to storm? Do we not want to storm? Do we want a war? Do we not want a war? Do we want to do this? Do we want to do that? Are we going to do this? Are we going to do that? Can never fucking decide. I legit think it's built in us to every once in a while buffer when we're fucking trying to figure out what the fuck we're going to be doing, okay? And it keeps on. It keeps on. It never stops. I want it to stop, but it'll never fucking stop. You want to know what? Folks, how many times have you walked up to your significant other and asked, what would you like for dinner? And you get this look. It's like they're legitimately looking for a fucking answer and they can't. Why? Because there is no fucking answer. Their brain is buffering. They can't believe that the choice has been handed to them. And you want to know what? How you doing, True Carlene? They respond in the most sweetest of fucking ways possible. They say, I don't know. What would you like? You know, that aggravates the shit out of me because the only thing is I'm thinking, I just gave you the choice because I can't decide. I was looking for input. Give me input, please. Because you know what? 9 times out of 10, we don't know what the fuck we want to fill in our bellies. We don't know whether or not we want anything that tastes spicy or not spicy, tangy or not tangy, crunchy, not crunchy, cooked, not cooked, pasta with starch or potato starch. Can't really fucking decide. And yeah, I know a bunch of you are fucking single. My apologies, but at the same time, good on you. But at the same fucking time, guess what? You have gone down the fucking grocery aisle and said, do I want apples or do I want oranges? I can't decide. Do I want both or do I not want any at all? How you doing, Troop William? You know, you all got senses of fucking indecision. So, yeah, you have that problem. You just have that problem aimed in a different direction for different fucking reasons. You still got the goddamn same problem I do. It's just, you want to know what? My problem is a little bit more redirected in multiple directions, but still in the same fucking realm, isn't it? Okay? What's funny is that kids, have you ever noticed those kids that legitimately are the most decisive people on the planet try to decide for you what's for dinner? That's cute. Yeah, that's just it. The one thing that you know for damn sure that you don't want for dinner is another fucking bowl of macaroni and cheese at night. Okay? Because that's it. Kids are legitimately the most 100 per fucking cent solid on what they want. They want whatever it is that requires them to eat with a spoon. They'll never take a look at another utensil again. You give them a fucking spoon, they're happy as a fucking pig and shit. I'm telling you, okay? And every single one of them wants something they can eat with a spoon. If it's cereal, it's mac and cheese. If it's mac and cheese, it's cereal. Okay? If it has sugary fucking goodness to keep them occupied for more than 10 minutes while watching something, guess the fuck what? Your job's done. Unless it's finger food, okay? And in which case, then, what they want depends on what toy comes with it. And yes, I'm talking about fucking Happy Meals, too, okay? Okay. Because you know what? That level of fucking indecision is absolutely fucking ridiculous. And you want to know what? If you're eating pizza and you're eating sandwiches, you're eating finger food. Yes, it is. It's fucking finger food. It's utensil-less. It's fucking finger food. And yes, I am even counting nuggies as fucking finger food. Deal with it, okay? Plain and fucking simple. All right? And you want to know what? Here, those of you that are feeding animals, because I'm glad you fucking decided to bring this out here, Spirit, guess what? You're feeding animals? Tell me something. You ever have trouble deciding whether or not your cat wants fish or it wants chicken? Okay? Does it want chicken flavored treat or does it want fish flavored treat? Does it want moist or does it want dry food? You can't decide, can you? You got to wonder for your own fucking cat, because guess what? Your cat's going to take one look at what the fuck it is. It's not going to necessarily know whether or not it's chicken or fish. It isn't going to look at you and be like, oh, good, I was hoping we'd have chicken again. No, it isn't. It's going to take a look at that shit that legitimately looks like dick liver pate. Because you want to know what? If it would confuse a human, it'll confuse a fucking cat. Okay? Too bad, so sad. All right? People deciding on what type of animal that they want. Nobody knows right off the bat. Nobody knows. Okay? Don't say that you do. Nobody fucking knows. It's insane, the level of indecision that people have to deal with. I can't fucking decide whether or not I want Folgers, I want Colombian, or other forms of coffee. Because you want to know what? People have a tendency to think decaf is coffee. It's not fucking coffee. Shut the fuck up. It's not coffee. Decaf is not coffee. Decaf is dark water pretending to be coffee. It's not fucking coffee. Is it? Is it? But no. People have actually had that discussion. That hurts my brain. Like, there are some things that are like a given. Okay? Decaf is not a fucking choice. You take that right off the fucking thing. The only thing you should be asking yourself is, do I want Dunkin' or do I want Timmy's? Okay? Mind you, I'm not mentioning that fucking frou-frou place from Seattle. You know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention their name. Okay? I say their name more than once. It's like fucking Beetlejuice. It'll come out of fucking nowhere. And the bitch got striped leggings just like that motherfucker. I am not saying it. I'm not saying it. Okay? It's either Dunk or Tim's. Or, if you're feeling frisky, Mickey D's. Because you want to know what Mickey D's coffee? You got to say to yourself, in a pinch, okay, you want to know what? I'll take Mickey D's coffee if I can't get a hold of anything else. But that's just it. It's still a choice. Okay? It's like the difference between wondering whether or not you want to get stomped in the nuts or have an apple. What would you choose? I would choose the apple, honestly. Wouldn't you? I would. And if you're choosing the other one, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know, I'm not yucking anybody's yum, but I mean, come on. Really? But indecision in and of itself. Okay, try this one out for size. You're getting a fucking phone. Do you want Samsung or do you want Apple? Really? That's a fucking choice for you? That's legit a fucking choice for you? How the fuck are you going to legitimately spend time trying to decide that? The answer's simple. You go Samsung, you dumbass. Apple fucks you. It fucks you. It bends you over a goddamn rail and fucks you. And it fucks you with the non-proprietary fucking hardware issue. That's what it fucking does. That's what it does. Deal with it. Okay? You're buying a status symbol. You're not buying a phone. Okay? You're buying a status symbol. That's all you're doing. Okay? You want fucking good shit in your life, here's what you need, okay? You need strong as fuck dark coffee, and you need a Samsung phone. What you don't need is frou-frou fucking coffee that they pour whipped cream into, okay? Which is not fucking coffee then. All right? And a phone that you can tweak, a phone you can modify, a phone that you can repair on your own. And you won't be getting charged triple figures to fix it. That's just plain simple. Deal with it. Okay? Okay. Okay? The only rough decisions that a person should ever fucking make is one, should I go left or should I go right? Well, to the left is Mickey D's, to the right is fucking Burger King. If I go straight, I'm going to be hitting a fucking Wendy's. But if I take that one alley down the road, I'll actually hit an Arby's. And that's the only time you should ever think, okay? That's the only fucking thing. Holy God. Spirit, you are you night. You see this? Here, I'll show you something, guys. Take a look at this. Do that. That's somebody that's following general order number 1. Do the thing. You see, and they were able to do it while watching the show. Isn't that awesome? Do the thing. Okay? Okay? I'm not trying to pressure you, but you want to know what? That's a fucking choice. That's easy as fuck to make. Share me out. That's no choice. You got no choice. You're part of the fucking fire squad. You share me out. Okay? You lock and load and fire those fucking invites out. You lock and load and you share the fucking thing out to every single group and every single friend that you can. Okay? That's not a choice. That's a fucking order. Okay? And talking about fucking coffee, here's something that's no fucking choice at all. You should fucking know the answer to this one pretty damn quickly, okay? You want good coffee? Here. Simple, easy, effective.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. We have very active lifestyles. It's not all wandering the countryside aimlessly or scaring passing motorists. And we all love a good cup of joe. And there's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. Bold, robust, delicious. It's coffee that can wake the dead. With over a dozen different roasts and flavors, Deadly Grounds can satisfy the most finicky of coffee addicts. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
Exactly. It ain't a fucking choice. That's some damn good coffee. There's the link down there to actually buy the stuff, because guess what? It's good shit. Straight up. Buy it. So, back to what we were talking about here. Okay? Good decisions, bad decisions, indecisions. You should never have indecisions. You have out decisions. You want to know what? That's something that's actually bugged me too. People that are called decisive, they're actually decisive and they know what the fuck they want. They're called bitchy. No, they're not. People that know what they want and actually have no problem asserting it are called bossy. No, they're not. They are saving you the trouble of thinking, of deciding. The fact of the matter is plain fucking simple. Plain simple. If you don't have to think about a decision, there you go! Fuck tea. Coffee, Alex. There you go. Solved. That should not even be a decision. No, how dare you insult me like that, dude? Come on. Get your head out of your ass. Straighten up and fly right. You know what? Oh, God, the humidity in here is insane today. Oh, my glasses are fogging up. That's how fucking pissed off this thought has of me. I can't stand indecision. Nobody should be able to stand by indecision. Indecision pisses me the fuck off. You know, if I give you a choice on something, take it. If you have a choice, which is one of the few fucking things in the damn world that people have control over, embrace it. You should mold your destiny. Because believe it or not, if you want to talk about the effect of a single choice, let's delve into the idea of choosing between coffees. Okay? You guys want to hear a little story? Because I'll give you a good fucking story about choice when it comes to coffee. Because I think this might get your head thinking just a little bit. Okay? And it's this easy for me. Because you know what? It's that blatant. Okay? Here it is. Imagine, if you will, you're suddenly thirsty for some coffee and you have a couple of choices. You could either A, go to McDonald's, B, go to the local Dunkin' Donuts, or C, drive the additional 45 minutes out of town to get yourself some Starbucks. Okay? Now, if you decide to go to your local Dunkin' Donuts, you're in and out of there about maybe 10 minutes. You have your coffee. You're able to go home. No problem. You go to maybe a McDonald's for their coffee. You're in the drive-thru for about a good 15, 20 minutes, but you want to know what? You got your coffee. You're good to go. Now, let's say, for instance, you're one of those fucks that thinks that Starbucks is a goddamn godsend. You decide to drive the 45 minutes out of town just to get to Starbucks. You arrive and the place is fucking crowded, as per usual. You give the barista your fucking order, and of course they get it fucking wrong, because you want to know what? You need to have the fucking super mega tutti frutti frou coffee that is double shot espresso venti tall, whatever the fuck. Okay, something that requires 89 syllables. All right. Then you hop back into your car. You get about maybe 20 minutes, and then you suddenly realize, oh crap, I've been drinking this coffee on the way, and now I have to pee. So then you pull over to the side of the road and you decide to pee because you just can't seem to hold it, because whatever the fuck it is that they put in those fuckers make your bladder go, I don't fucking think so. It wants it out of your body faster than you can get it into your body. And then what happens? A cop pulls you over and sees you with your dingus in your fucking hand and hits you with a fucking citation for indecent exposure and public urination. And you, being one of those fucks that actually always chooses to go that fucking distance just to get fucking Starbucks, is probably one of those people that would argue with authority at that point, in which case then you suddenly get tased and thrown into the back of the fucking car. Now you're in county jail waiting for your freaking arraignment in front of court because you decided to get frisky with the fucking cop at that point. Now, guess what? You're sitting there, you're trying to justify that you had to take a leak so damn bad. And guess what the fuck happens now? Now, 30 days in jail goes by, your cat that you left home because you decided that you wanted to spend all your fucking money on that frou-frou fucking coffee. You couldn't make your one fucking phone call. So you couldn't tell anybody to fucking watch your cats. So now you got 2 dead cats at fucking home. You've been locked in jail for the last 30 days. You've lost your job because guess what? They're the kind of place that doesn't condone people getting locked up. And now you're thirsty again. Oops. All because you wanted your Starbucks. I don't know about you, but give me my fucking Dunkin' Donuts. Holy shit, Adele, it's been a hot minute. Where the fuck have you been, darling? Get your ass sharing me out. Rock on. It's been a minute since I've heard from my fucking Aussie. Holy shit. Man, I thought you fucking went the way of the dodo. Anyways. Indecision. It should be no fucking choice. You should always pick the option that brings you the less agita, which for those of us that have any level of Italian to us, we'll call fucking heartbreak or heartburn, okay? Or indigestion. Well, rock on, Adele. I'm glad you at least got yourself employed. That should always be a fucking decision to make. Get employed. Make some paper. So that this way you can afford a good cup of coffee. Okay? Or the ultimate choice, which prevents the least amount of fucking headache. Guess what? Get yourself a bag of deadly grounds. You know what the fuck happens? You don't have to leave the house. Isn't that awesome? I think it's great. You want to know what? It's a good question, though. I have to ask myself, will it sanitize? Let's find out, shall we?
Welcome back to Will It Sanitize? Nope, but they do deliver.
That's right, folks. They will have the coffee delivered to you. Check out the fucking link you see down there below. Look for availability. Because it's no choice. It's fucking blatant. Okay? Get yourself the good coffee. I'm telling you, folks. At times, the one thing that happens to me every single time I try and make a decision one way or the other, there's only one thing that hits me. I get asked a question. I can't understand it. Plain and simple. Other times, I get asked shit completely and totally out of the blue. You know, like, let me see here. Somebody asked me, what was the weirdest fucking thing I got asked? Would I prefer beef or veggie burger? What the fuck? Please tell me you did not ask me that. You see, some things are pretty blatant. Sometimes when you're given a choice like that, it's an insult. It's an insult. Good for you, Mark. You know, it hurts. It hurts. It legitimately hurts. Right now, my body can't decide on things. It can't. It can't decide whether or not it's tired or whether it's wired. It can't decide whether or not it wants a headache or to give me a migraine. It can't decide whether or not it's giving me arthritis or pins and needles. It can't decide. It can't decide. My body is an embodiment of indecision. Mother Nature is a force of nature of indecision. And you know what? When you're faced with a fucking choice of something, Take a look at how long you're staring at the movie selection on Netflix. Take a look and time yourself and see how long it takes you to pick a movie. Go ahead. Think about it. When was the last fucking time you knew exactly what you wanted to watch on Netflix, turned it on, and immediately picked the fucking movie? Right then and there. To watch. Not have on in the background, to watch. You know? Would I prefer pizza or pasta? Pizza is pasta. It's just as fucking important. It's a starch. It's edible. It has tomato because it better fucking have gravy. And every once in a while has a level of cheese to it. Depends on how fucking much. And if you have it with meat, it's even better. I mean, seriously. Seriously. Okay? Pizza is pasta. But if you're given a choice between the two, the answer is yes. I choose option fucking C. Give me both. Alex, I will fly to Europe and hurt you. I will hurt you. I will get that lady that kicks water bottles to send a roundhouse right to you. Do not introduce that flesh-eating fruit anywhere near my pasta. Okay? No. No. Okay? That's why. Now, Alex, I was Air Force. There's 2 words in my vocabulary that solve every problem. Airstrike. You want your pineapples? I'll provide an airdrop. Oops. But seriously. Seriously. There are some things that legitimately require 0 decision. It's blatant. It's obvious. Do you want to walk or do you want to drive? You always drive. Okay? It's just that simple. Okay? Question, do you want to get laid or do you not want to get laid? The answer is always everywhere. The answer is always, it's always get laid. The answer is always get laid. I don't care. Do you want to, do you not? I want to. Can you? That is where there's an issue. Because that's not a either or. That's a yes or no. Do you want to get laid or do you not want to get laid? I want to get laid. But can I? That's where you get yes or no. Because that's blatantly objective. You got my sympathies, Adele. Thing is that us guys, when we get older, we have a part of our body that is indecisive. As a matter of fact, the moment that we hit puberty, we have a part of our body that is indecisive. And usually it's indecisive as to when it wants to wake up or when it doesn't. See, when it first realizes that it can wake up, well, it refuses to go back to sleep. Sounds like a child, doesn't it? It's like your infant. It never knows when to go to bed. It's awake all the fucking time. Bodies are jerks. But the older we get, the more it wants to sleep. Think about that. The more it wants to sleep. It's a thing. Sometimes I can't decide whether or not I want to go outside or not. But there is one thing I say going outside is worth. And I'm looking forward to it. And it's happening in 2022, in August, in Omaha. Here's the reason why. It's Midwest Law Fest, and it's happening next year, Omaha, Nebraska, August 13th, 2022. Get your fucking tickets now. There's the Facebook page. If you check that out periodically, you'll see updates as to who's going to be there. You're going to see announced bands, announced horror icons, announced Hellfire folks that are going to be there. There's so much shit that's going to be going on. You don't want to miss it. And the prices are only going to be going up from there. Seriously, do the fucking thing and check it the hell out. Oh my. And you want to know what? Here's a QR code in case you guys want to be able to get your tickets now. Scan that son of a bitch. You'll be able to check that shit out fairly easily. And you'll be able to buy your tickets a whole lot quicker. So do the fucking thing. Seriously, do it. Oh boy. So tonight's an interesting night because here it's like it's so humid right now. I'm legitimately sweating. I can't wear my shades because they keep fogging up. Okay. I keep fogging up. And I've got a migraine too. So hopefully I'll be able to decide whether or not I'm going to stay conscious. But I'm going to do it because you guys are awesome. So let's talk for a second about other things that are a little hard to decide behind. You want to know what? Maybe in about 4 minutes. Because I like to do it at like the 4-minute mark. Okay. I like giving you guys about 15 minutes worth of Mr. Rogers, but right now you still got me in uniform. So ultimately, you do have to decide on things. You know what? You guys can ask me questions even during the briefing. Don't be afraid to raise your freaking hands. Okay? My inner Jersey's coming out right now. And tells you how weak I am. Because I'm just that freaking like, I'm that, tonight. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Just like, yeah. It's a little, my favorite band. Well, it depends on my mood there, Alex. Either I'm checking out, if I'm talking metal, I hate to say it, I go very pop metal. Shit that's been out for a while, old school metal. Catch me a little bit of King Diamond, some Ozzy, and maybe some hair metal too while I'm at it. Just basically that. And the other times I'll be listening to hard rock, classic rock, or what people call classic rock these days. Although even for me, when I was listening to classic rock, it wasn't classic rock to me. It was just rock in general. It's just kind of like hurt my fucking feelings when people start calling it classic rock. If I'm needing to get amped, I'll freaking throw on some freaking Queen or a little bit of like electronica here and there. I'll throw on some fucking Juno Reactor or a little bit of Crystal Method. Throw on some freaking techno or something like that, just to be able to like really get myself. Utah Saints is pretty damn good. Anything that's fast paced. Not this trance shit, not this like rave shit that a lot of kids listen to. And start to lose their shit when they hear. No, not my thing. Yeah, I hear it, and yeah, it sticks in your head, and it's not going away for any fucking time soon. But at the same fucking time, that's not my jam. It's not my thing. I mean, yeah, I dig it, and if I'm listening to it, I'll vibe a little bit, but that's about it. So they call it vibing out. And other times, you want to know what? I'll listen to some shit that's just downright outlandish. Like I'll listen to fucking Hanson, or freaking One Direction. Just like I'm feeling like it. Maybe a little bit of Alanis. But ultimately, if I'm ever listening to anything and you catch me listening to something, usually some good fucking 80s tunes, man. Just listening to some 80s tunes really gets my shit. Or some old school fucking hip hop. Or no, sorry. Wouldn't dare call it that. Some old school speed rap. We're talking Busta Bus. We're talking Bone Thugs. A little bit of old school Jazzo. I will, not Twista. He's too new. I'll listen to some freaking Run DMC, Big Daddy Kane. I might listen to some old school Snoop here and there, some shit like that is my, big thing. I might listen to some NWA if I'm feeling really good, or some old school LL Cool J. I mean, shit, you want to talk about song that fucking amps me up, freaking listening to freaking like Don't Call It Come Back. Been here for years. You know what I'm talking about? It gets you like getting ready to go. And even some old school woo. I'm a member of the old school clan of woo. It's insane, the levels of eclecticness a person can deliver when they can't decide what it is that they want to listen to for that day. I mean, one of the coolest fucking music stories I ever heard that just like really hit me when it comes to 80s is Bone Thugs did a cover or did a sample of Take Me Home by Phil Collins. And when they asked him if they could sample his music, not only did he say yes, he said, "Can I join in?" Phil Collins joined up with Bone Thugs and did a collab with them. He re-recorded his part for them so that they wouldn't have to sample. That's epic. Okay? I mean, to this day, if I ever freaking check out, I want to make sure that I check out when I hear Disturbed and Genesis get back together to do a fucking multi-mix of Land of Confusion. I would die happy if Draymond and Collins did their own fucking a unique version of that. Because that would be epic. epically epic. But you want to know what else is pretty fucking epic too? Now that I'm thinking about it. Some new ink. I think I need some new ink. And you want to know what? This summer I'm going to be getting some new ink. And I think I'm pretty damn sure as to where I'm getting it. Check these guys out. That's the Villain Arts Tattoo Company. They have conventions all over the country, and you know what? They've got one coming up here in Jersey, in Wildwood, at the beginning of August. So if you happen to be in the area, by all means. I know I'm going to try and be there. I'm going to see if I can get myself some fucking ink. So, you know, it is a beautiful night in the neighborhood. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, definitely a beautiful night in the neighborhood. Oh, God damn. Creep! It's been a minute since I've seen you too, brother. What the fuck? Seriously, man. Everybody say hi to Video Creep. Check him out. He's calling me in. Yeah, I know. The fucking mustache is coming in fucking hot as hell, man. I'm happy as fuck to see it this way. How you doing there, Steve? Yeah, man. It's back. Oh, God. There we go. The glorious mustache. Yes. Dude, Jersey humidity is going through the fucking roof right now, man. I'm telling you. But yeah, shit's... you know, my body does not like this shit, man. It is. It's a vibe and a fucking half. You know, and people are starting to see why I have a tendency to shave everything else except the stripe in the middle. Because look at that shit, man. Looks like I fell asleep in a puddle of fucking white out. Oh, shit. It's legitimately balancing out now these days. I have white stripe. Down there. What the fuck? Just getting that shit. How you doing there, Gabby? Oh, God. Yeah, man. It's a fucking trip and a half. Well, I'm so glad to see you, you know. I mean, I haven't seen much other folks like, you know, like I love it whenever people pop in from the station and shit. So it's always great. Oh, no, don't call me Gray Fox, Adele. And that's an old gaming reference because the only thing I could say when somebody would call me Gray Fox is hurt me more. And that's just not a thing for me, man. Oh, God. It's hot and humid, Danny. I'm telling you. I know you're from a part of the world where right now things are cooling off. Here, it's heating the fuck up. It is not comfortable. So not comfortable. Oh. Yeah, Steve is posting a freaking link info for Evil Expo. Don't forget, check it out. You know, as a matter of fact, here's all of our wonderful sponsors. Check them out. See? Oh, goodness. But yeah, you know, that's everybody. Don't forget to check them all out because they make this possible. They do. Straight up. Oh, goodness. Oh. Anybody's got any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints for me, by all means, hit me up. I hate you, Adele. I hate you. Because right now it's up to like 91 here. 91. And with humidity, which makes 91 feel like 103. Adele, this is our summer. You're in the southern hemisphere, so this is your winter. For us, summer starts in like mid-May. What's the wildest thing I've ever done? Enlisted in the Air Force. There you go. That's the wildest thing I've ever done. No, honestly, it's the wildest thing or the scariest thing. See, that's two different things. You know, honestly. Tarantino's best. Oh, that's fucking hard, dude. How dare you ask me that? That's rough. Shit, what is Tarantino's best movie to date? I can't choose. I can't fucking choose out of Tarantino films because I like them all. I can tell you which ones I didn't like. You know, I wasn't, despite what everybody fucking felt, I did not like the Kill Bills. They weren't my thing. I mean, I honestly, like, I love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That is primo because it's hitting on one of the things that, like, I appreciate the most, which is alternate history. That's why I like it. Jackie Brown was okay, but you want to know what? Here's the reason why I like Jackie Brown. You're seeing Michael Keaton be Michael Keaton. That's just it. That's the Michael Keaton that we had before Batman was a thing. Okay? That's the Michael Keaton that we had beforehand. You know, that whole losing his shit kind of thing. Like, come on, you gonna tell me, huh? Just a little bit, huh? Just a little bit. That's what he was like. You know, he was a comedic actor, but he was a comedic actor that would lose his shit. He was like the early 80s Nicolas Cage. How Nicolas Cage is to us that we meme about now, that's how Michael Keaton was back in the day. Legit. So, you know, when he got cast as fucking Batman, everybody was like, wait, what, him? Really? Him? Really? Him? But yeah, dead serious, man. That's why I kind of liked Jackie Brown, but it wasn't my favorite. Yeah, I like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But you want to know what? That's because it fosters the whole encompassing story arc of the Tarantino-verse. Because if you think about it, okay, Tarantino-verse legit began, okay, with Django. Okay, that was the first one. All right. Django Unchained, I believe, was the first one. Then we've got Inglourious Bastards. Okay, chronologically, as far as time periods is concerned, we got Inglourious Bastards. Then the next in the timeline would be Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Then we'd get Reservoir Dogs, which would probably be around the same time that we'd get Pulp Fiction and then Jackie Brown. Like timeline-wise, Jackie Brown is the latest one. And the reason why it's kind of in that order is because the Tarantino-verse is a massive, it's a universe where extreme violence was accepted. It was not only the norm, it was encouraged. You know, the mentality for people is, you know, I mean, that's the push right there. And when you got violence pushed the way that it was, especially for that film, you could kind of see where it all ties in, where the idea of films that like legitimately push that level of fucking violence to it are ones that get fucking recognition and Oscars. You know, I mean, imagine if we were in a freaking universe where World War II got ended by a freaking U.S. commando raid in a theater that ended with a bombing. I mean, shit. And then movies in the 50s and 60s depicting it and like really glorifying it. Like, yeah, you want to know what violence is? Violence is good. And then you got that, you know? It's kind of insane. Oh, you're rolling out, Adele? Hopefully you have a good night. But yeah, I mean that's legit. That's like kind of like the setup for the entire universe. So that's why it really freaking sold it for me. But that's why Tarantino films are like hard to choose. I can just know which ones I didn't like. I wasn't necessarily that much of a fan of the Grindhouse ones, although I did like Death Proof. That was my personal favorite. I was not a fan of Planet Terror, and I was not a fan of the Kill Bills. From Dusk Till Dawn, I'm a little on, but okay. But like I said, I've got my favorites. Next question, I guess. All right, well, you have a good one. Michael Keaton is more like Dennis Leary when he's losing his shit. Well, that's just it. He was the Dennis Leary before Dennis Leary, Steve. That's just it. Dennis Leary is more like Michael Keaton when he's losing his shit, really. You gotta come correct with the timelines here. Because Keaton was losing his shit in like 83, 84. Leary didn't pop up until 91, 92. You know, I mean, that's just reality. You know, I'm older than Dennis Leary when Dennis Leary popped up on the scene. That kind of gives you an idea of like timeline shit. Like, holy fuck. You know? I mean, Mr. Mom came out in like 84. The answer to that, Alex, is God. Honestly, I didn't like either one of them. Hillbilly horror isn't really my thing either. I mean, the original, I guess, the original Tobe Hooper one, okay. I could dig it for what it was. You know, but I mean, it's Texas Chainsaw. I mean, if I wanted to watch that, I'd watch a documentary on Ed Gein, which is what Texas Chainsaw is based off of. You know, that was the inspiration for Leatherface. Ed Gein. Guy was freaking caught and executed in 59. How do I think Rob Zombie's Monsters is going to be? I don't know. Honestly, I can't rule it out. I mean, he doesn't really have that good of a track record when it comes to rebooting films. So it really depends. If I could meet anyone dead or alive, who would I want to meet? Teddy Roosevelt, hands down, Irish Rose. I'd want to meet Teddy because the guy was a badass even before he was prez. Okay, leader of the fucking Rough Riders, the only guy to basically say, okay, I'm giving up my Congress seat. I'm going to fucking battle. That man, yep. Plain simple. You know, the only guy to get shot in the fucking chest and still keep giving a goddamn freaking speech for 2 hours after getting shot in the chest. Badass. I mean, after he got shot, he legit looked the guy in the eye and said, it's going to take a lot more than that to take down a bull moose. Badass. Take more than a bullet to stop a bull moose, I think. And then there's the quote that said, the man was so fierce that for death to take him, he'd have to take him in his sleep. I mean, come on. Instant awesome. But I legit think that that's going to do it for me tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming in. It's always a pleasure to see everybody in here. You know, even if you don't make every single briefing, I'm still freaking thankful to see every single one of you reporting in. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to Hellfire. And the more that y'all can do to share out and visit the page, share out the page, share me out, do everything that you can. So that this way we can keep on bringing you awesome content. I want you all to stay locked, cocked, and ready to rock. Kick ass, stay safe out there. And remember, you want to know what? As hot as it's getting right now, try and stay as cool as you can because dehydration is the fucking thing. Have a good fucking night, guys. Take it easy. Rank Commander out. Oh, and you lost the game.
Fuck you! When I'm screaming, fuck you! Middle finger in the air, and all I wanted to hear was you screaming. Fuck you too. I'm running the stratosphere in a brand new atmosphere. I wanna go and shoot till the campus clear, cause I never thought I would've made it out of here alive. With the land where the people put the evil and night rise. You'll never see an equal to my kind, so blind to anything to line the life to mind is right now. Looking for another mind to fight foul, bringing everything that you can bring down to the ground like 150 pounds of C4. Looking for keyboard thugs, well I'ma need more slugs, cause I wanna see more blood. You ain't never seen gold like us, they don't wanna make them any more like us. Put them on tour with the paint on, hoping that anybody can know your little lane song. Fuck right, I'ma stay wrong. Black out with a ray gun, looking for anybody to make up. Motherfuckers really need to wake up. There's something really you can say. It's never gonna change my mind. I'm on some fuck that shit today. Fuck it, I don't care. Middle fingers in the air. Only count is up in here. Only count is up in here. So fuck it, I don't care. Middle fingers in the air. Only count is up in here. Only count is up in here.
Fuck that! I said fuck this shit. I was born a son of a bitch and always talk a whole gang of shit. Even know that I wouldn't work spit. Now till I became a bastard. Whole world revel in the wake of my damn disaster. Had to talk to a pastor. Told me sit down, handle my shit and try to figure out what the fuck's really the matter. Ain't none of my city, only big ass wicked is the last victim from your own personal promises. I never know peace is an emphasis. Therefore cover up all my scars and all my blemishes.